What's up with y'all? Come on in. Check this out, man. I want to give y'all an introduction into California Youth Authority in the 80s. I was sentenced to 5 years in the Youth Authority, and I was transferred to Fred C. Nellis, which is in Whittier. That is the Southern Mainline Youth Authority, which is a mini prison for juveniles. But the age range is from about 10 years old up to 25. So I just want y'all to think about that for a minute. You could have a 10, 11, 12-year-old walking around with a 24-year-old man. Full beard, big muscles, all that. Just think about what a 24-year-old man looks like. Okay? So anyway, in this particular joint, you had what we call was cottages. And these cottages is where we lived and did our time at. So Nellis had about, I don't know, maybe about 8 or 9 cottages at the time. And they consisted of Truman, which was the orientation cottage, which is where you went for about 30 days or so to where they, where they made the determination of where they was going to send you throughout this joint. And it was based on crime, gang affiliation, age, maturity, the whole spell. So boom, you had, like I said, Truman was orientation. Then you had what was called Roosevelt. Roosevelt was a work cottage, and if you lived on Roosevelt, you worked in laundry, you worked in landscaping, you worked in plumbing, electrical things of that sort. Then you had, which was Cleveland. Cleveland was the kitchen staff. You worked there, you worked in the kitchens, you worked in the staff kitchens, preparing the food. Then you had the field house. The field house was a privileged type cottage, but they worked actually in the staff kitchen. Coming around, you had Washington. Washington was a bilingual cottage, was predominantly Hispanic inmates, but they did have black inmates sprinkled up in there. Some non-affiliates and some high-profile gangs that really couldn't go into other units because they weren't deep enough, but they were really high-profile. Then you had Hayes. Hayes was considered the Hell House. This was a mainline cottage and didn't have any work programs or anything like that going on. Going on up the road, you had Taft. Taft was a lockdown unit, and it was also the box, isolation. That's where we went for disciplinary actions. Going across the street from there, you had Monroe. Monroe was the sex offender. If you was over there, you had some type of sex crime. Next to that was the atom bomb. And as you could tell, all of the colleges were named after presidents. Now you got the atom bomb. They call that the time bomb. The reason they call that the time bomb because it was super rowdy over here. And going there was a ticking time bomb. And anybody going over there, you were going to catch some time because you was going to get in trouble because this was gangbang central. When I say gangbang central, atom bomb was gangbang central. Then you come around to Kennedy. Kennedy was the drug program. So anybody that owned drugs, sold drugs, then they would basically shoot you around there. There was another unit, I just can't remember the name of it, and it was like a paramilitary. These dudes actually wore uniforms, paramilitary with boots, and they marched, and they worked a lot of the outside programs and whatnot. So anyway, going on back to Truman, the orientation unit I was on, you basically observed from that particular unit, it's not the main line. You're pretty much kind of, your movement is real restricted or whatnot until they figure out where they're going to send you. I'm on Truman at the time. They have what's called a gang coordinator. His name was Mr. Newman. He basically is the head of the decision maker of where you're going to go. You know what I'm saying? Based off of what he observes. So me, being who I am, I'm non-affiliate. I know a lot of y'all don't believe it or whatnot, but I'm non-affiliate. Me and I had no gang ties. Okay, so I'm thinking and speculating that I would be going to Washington. To the bilingual college, like I say, it's sprinkled blacks. You got some non-affiliates over there. And then, like I say, some high-profile gangs, gang members in essence, over there. Thinking that's where I'll be going. Well, Mr. Newman had other plans for me. He told me, McGuire, I'm going to send you over to Atom Bomb. Gangbang Central. And so I'm like, Mr. Newman, why is you sending me over there to the time bomb? The ticking time bomb. Man, you know I'm a good guy, man. I don't get involved in these type of things, man. He's like, nah, I've been watching you, and you got the maturity level to make it over there. So that's why I'm going to send you. It is what it is. All right, I got to go where I got to go. Ain't no crying about it. It is what it is. Check it out, though. I'm going to get back to y'all with part 2 with my introduction to the atom time bomb on another video. It's the history. Once again, we talking about the introduction to CYA, Fred C. Nellis in particular, in the 80s. I'll get back to y'all with part 2. It's the history of my father here. What? You see what it say too. Arrest all of them corrupt cops immediately. No qualified immunity, man. Immunity. It's the history of my father here. One.